guys, and welcome back to our channel. In today's video we had a lot of stuff go wrong. Our GoPro broke, we lost all the footage on our hard drive, it rained when we had the rubber on, but luckily we got through it and we finally complete the rubber roof. Hope you enjoyed the video.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are going to try and get all the parapet walls built. I'm just going to put all the base rail in, cut it to the falls and slopes to make sure it's all fixed in nicely, and then I'm going to start with a string line either end, nice and taut to get my straight edge, and then I'm going to measure it, cut my OSB to the size, and then work out what my noggins in between. Right guys, so I'm just up on the roof now. I've got that timber over there with the string line on it at the right height. I lasered it through from the other end down there, strung a line through, marked all my heights of my upstands in OSB. I'm going to screw them in now, and then all I need to do is screw my 4x2 flush on the back of this, and then put little noggins in between. They're probably going to be less than 100mm, probably like 50mm noggins, just to support it, and that'll be my upstands for the outside. Right guys, so finally some good news. The rubber turned up today with all the bits, so I'm just doing the upstand walls. That is going to be one of our outlets just by there, so I'll go straight through the wall, straight through our timber upstand wall, straight through the cavity. I can insulate all around this, and then it'll come straight out of this wall and into what's going to be our outlets. So I'm glad that's come today, because it's been a whole week since they were meant to have come. But now we can get that one in and get the one down the end in, and yeah, we will get there soon. So I just got one of these up on the roof, up the ladder and up over there. I thought I was filming, but it turned out I'd only taken a photo, so Natasha's going to come out now, and then I'm going to lift this up, get up the ladder and get onto the roof. And you can see how you can do it. But I think I said in the last clip that usually these come like in just squares, folded up, not wrapped. Because it's wrapped and like sealed in a bundle, it's just one item and it doesn't flap everywhere. It's quite easy to get up on the ladder, walk up, dump it on the deck, climb up and then chuck it over the wall. So yeah. Right guys, so we were doing a bit of filming the other day on the roof, and although we've probably dropped this a load of times, it fell over from probably this height straight onto a tile and cracked the screen. So Natasha's bought some screen protectors, and we're just going to cover that up so it doesn't get any worse, and we're going to put a screen protector on the front, and then we're going to put a waterproof case around it just to completely protect it. Obviously we've only had this a couple of weeks, maybe a month, so yeah, just making sure it's protected now. Should have done that in the first place, it would have saved us smashing the screen. Still works, so yeah, just precautions now. Today we're going to be not buying, well, I've just bought this little Makita sander. We're going to use this now to go over all the edges, all the screw holes, all the joints on the OSB, just to make sure there's no bits to scag on. That's going to be Natasha's job for today. And then we're going to try and apply all the rubber. So we're pretty much we're like 99% ready for the rubber. I'm just gonna have to get Natasha to do all the sanding and double check all the fixings are down, there's nothing missing, and then once we've done that, we can just start unpacking the rubber which we got here, start rolling it out, getting it sort of into position. Then once I'm ready, I'll cut around the skylights, and then we can start laying out, getting the corners ready, gluing down, and go from there.
A lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time.
Right guys, so just a last look of the roof before we stick the rubber on. Got all the upstands up, got the outlet, got the other outlet. I'm going to leave that corner till last. I'm just going to glue the rubber up to it, fold it over the edge. because I need to work out what sort of rich details go in there, what flashing's going up on the end, as I need to build up the external wall here as well. So there's a lot of stuff to figure out, but as long as I got the rubber up and over hanging out so it creates a dam and underneath doesn't get wet. So yeah, all of it's done, all ready to go. Those are the 2 barrels of rubber, and yeah. Right guys, so we did have our GoPro on time-lapse for this, but unfortunately after transferring all the data to the hard drive is packed in, so we've lost our footage at the moment. We're hoping when we send her off they can recover the data so we can get the time-lapse, and if we do, we will upload the video. So what you're watching now is just some B-roll footage of what we actually captured on the day. Right guys, so I'm just marking out for the first cut for the first skylight. I've never done this before, so it's a bit worrying, but all I've done is folded this rubber, or run the rubber up to it, folded it back on itself across, measured the depth back, and measured across there as well. Put it 50-50 down the middle, that's where we're going to cut down, and then 45 from the corners, that's where we're going to cut down, and hopefully when we roll this up now and pull it over, it should fit perfectly. I'm just going to double check all my dimensions before I do cut it, because we only got one shot of this and we want to make sure we get it right first try. Right guys, so we're about to get onto the second bit of rubber. As you can imagine, it is very hard to do this rubber on your own. So Natasha's been helping cleaning up, she's been doing screwing, she's been sanding. So she's doing a really good job helping me out. So yeah, we're gonna attack this next bit of rubber now. I'm gonna mark out my 100mm strip down there, allow 20mm over the edge as well. And that's where the join line will be. Set this out, cut it through, and then worry about all the details, and then we'll start gluing on that side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue a strip across here, roll that back, or roll it back, do the width of the skylight, glue it, same the other side, roll it back, width of the skylight, and then what that means is I can fold the ends back, glue underneath there, and get it right nice and tight up against there, and then same for over this side. But then, as I said before, I'm not 100% sure what's happening with this corner, so I'm going to leave all the excess rubber over there. I'm probably going to leave the rubber excess over the edge for a little while until I get the block work sorted and I can get some copings on. But yeah, once I do this side, join down the middle and glue this side, same sort of process, roll back that side, then the ends. So yeah, that is the plan.
Right guys, so we have the rubber on. It has taken us all day. We had some fun with the skylights. Rhys is just taking off some of the excess now. Right guys, so we're gonna glue down now. We've chosen to do it late because it's been really hot in the UK at the moment and it's too hot to do in the day. So now we're doing it at night. But it's only 8 o'clock. So we got our light out. Both got a roller each.
Yeah, so the plan guys is we're going to roll this up, sit on the upstand. As I said, only the width of the skylight we're going to glue down, maybe just a little bit past. Glue it down, probably leave a little bit away from this line so we can peel up and just brush some glue later. But yeah, we're going to do that and get it glued down, do the other side, do the ends, just work our way around slowly. And I've got the penny rollers and stuff over there so we can just get those corners in and then they can fold back and we can do adhesive spray later.
Yeah, I'll film more I can, but I can't promise much because otherwise Rhys will shout at me if I get the camera out and he's busy. Right, we'll catch up with you in a bit.
Right guys, we're calling it a night even though we've got our light by there and you can see a lot of the rubber. We've glued all the main section down for this one piece. It's too dark to do over there, still got to cut the corner, so we're calling it a night. It's like 10 o'clock. We're going to pop out to Tesco, grab some extra rollers for tomorrow, and then get up nice and early in the morning and finish the rubber over that side. So yeah, didn't do too bad for today. I was planning to get it all done and then I could focus on the corners in the morning, but it should be all right in the morning. We'll get it done. Okay guys, at some point this morning we've had a little downpour before we got up. It's about 7:30 in the morning. So I'm gonna try and get that side stuck down. We'll fold all this up. Hopefully it'll get dried off with the sun. So yeah, just gonna crack on because we didn't get it finished last night. I need to sort that external corner and then we can go for it. Lovely stuff. Right guys, so we've got all the rubber glued down on the deck. Unfortunately we got a whole tin of 5 litre left and 5 litres left in that tub over there, so I'm not sure why they sent so much. I asked for the square meters I needed and they sent double, so it is what it is. So the next thing is to glue down this joint. I need to just pull this back, dry it all off, then we put on this stuff with a scourer. I'm not even sure what it is. Techno Rubber Company TRC primer. So we're gonna chalk a line across here, pull it back, rub the edge once it's dry. Same on the back edge of this, rub it all on here, let it tack off, and then I've got about 10 meters of this sticky tape. Run it down, fold it back over, and use these rollers then to get in the corners and compress this down nice and tight. So that's our next job.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it.
Alexa, Alexa, turn off.
I started to rain again as well.
Right guys, so we're doing the joint now. We had a bit of a problem here. We put too much glue in, it got stuck and we pulled it off. But we just get it all squished down. But that seems to be sticking nicely. We're going to slowly work our way down where it's a bit nicer. Using the heavy roller now just to put all my pressure on, roll the joint in all directions, make sure it's fully bonded underneath. But yeah, that's what we're doing now. So we're going to hurry up because it's just started to rain.
Yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken. I got patience, one day at a time. It's how you walk.
Okay guys, so we keep getting light showers, as you can see, pooling right up in this corner where you expect it, right next to the outlet. Start to pool down there. So what I'm going to try and do is tuck some rubber under here, put a little hole in there and make like a bit of a gutter to come out, and hopefully that works for now, just so we can have some drainage. Right guys, so I'm just going to try and nip a little hole through here to let the water out. You can see I got a bit of a pond here, probably about an inch of water, but all the areas, the deepest part of the water is perfectly where my outlets are going to be.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, really gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4,
Right guys, so been having a nightmare with the rubber roof. I had all week, could have put the roof on, rubber didn't turn up, and then it turned up Friday. Started putting it on yesterday, which is Saturday. Took all day to finish bits of wood, and it took all evening to get the one sheet up here and the other sheet cut. We managed to get the one side glued down, and that was taking most of the day because it's been raining on and off, and obviously you can't do rubber in the rain because you've got adhesives and everything, but now it's dry. It's meant to be dry all afternoon. I am sticking on the corner patches for here, so these are going to sit around the corner like so, and I got more flashing. I got 9-inch flashing to go across the top to finish that off. So all I'm going to do is just record just doing one of them. There's loads of videos on the internet how to do it, so I've just been following them. So hopefully this works and we get a good result. So first of all, I'm just going to finish putting this corner in because there's a bit of adhesive missing off this, and then we can start and get it done. Put this thing around. Right guys, so we've been walking on this rain everywhere, there's dust everywhere, so just got a slightly damp rag, just wipe the rubber clean, just so we got a clean working area. And all I'm going to do is fold on the fold which is provided, and then 50% it around this corner. Get my chalk and I just mark around patch so I know where I'm going. Just mark there, and then we drop the corner by this, like so, and just mark around that line to there. I'm not the neatest, so please don't criticise me. This is the first time doing this, so I'm hoping it works out tidy. So we've now got our mark. We've got this primer. Definitely wear a glove. I didn't wear gloves earlier while putting it on. I was using a scouring pad to put it on, and I noticed my fingers started to burn after a while. And as you can see, there's loads of different warnings on it, so I should have just put gloves on first try round. I've already given it a mix just to make sure it's mixed properly. So let's get our sticky marigold on. And as you can see, this rubber on the upstand, I've stuck it on with contact adhesive. That's all pretty much dry now. Right. Just a little bit of that to start off with. Get it right nice in the corners. This is hard to work with because this pad's already dried and sticking. Just go over the chalk lines. And they do say try not to leave drip marks, but it evaporates so quick. Well, the chemicals in it evaporate so quick, leaving this sticky. It's hard to get rid of those drip lines. So you want to get really good coverage. Make sure you get all the area that the pad's going to stick to, even on the wood. I go a bit over the top and just put loads on, get it dripped everywhere because I don't want it coming off. Lots of end grain by here, so I'll just soak it into the end grain as well.
Does it stick to wood then?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a primer.
Oh, right.
So I'm assuming it's got some sort of alcohol in it or something that evaporates because it dries fairly quick.
Oh, I just thought it was like rubber to rubber, you know?
No, it's a primer. It primes everything for the rubber to stick to.
Yeah.
So, as you can see, it's proper sticky. So try not to get it on anything important. Take my marigold off without getting it on me again. I should probably have prepped all the areas first, guys, tacked them all off. I'm just doing it one by one, just in case anything goes wrong. So let's move our tin out the way. So we're going to fold the bottom, peel the large side off. It's quite warm out today, so it's very sticky. And keep the bottom half folded up with the pad still on it. Take it down, not all the way, 50-50, and just pull it around the corners and just give it a light tack down. And what we're going to do then is take the bottom off, if I can get it off without ruining it. Take that off like so. We're going to get our penny roller, and what I'm going to do is just pull this and just tuck it down in those corners with my fingers first, just to get it started, and then I'm just going to stretch this out like so, and then just start penny rollering into the corner. In this side, just work on the wall down towards the corner and then work it out. Right, so that's that. Now we've got our silicone roller. We're going to give that a good roll in. What the hell?
But realistically, water should never really sit on this because of your furring pieces, right?
Yeah. So you can see, I don't know if you can see it here, but I've got a bit of a hip, or I'd call a hip now. So that slopes that way, this slopes that way, so everything slopes away from the upstands. And then I got a bit of a valley that runs down here, and then I got a bit of a valley then it runs into the middle all the way down to the outlet. So unless it's absolutely hammering it down with a bit of rain, with a bit of wind, not much water should sit on this. So I don't know if you can see, if you zoom in close, you've got rubber coming out the edge. It's like gooed out the edge and made like a seal. So what I'm going to do, some places the big roller can't seem to get it out, I just go over it, all the edges with a penny roller to squeeze that rubber out and make sure it's all sealed and tacked, and that's creating a nice edge.
I can see it.
You can see it's coming out?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the proper way to use it with a penny roller. It probably doesn't matter, but I like the thought that I can see that it's sealing on the edge. I have seen in some videos you should use like a silicone, well, I say silicone, some sort of sealant and gunk around the corners, but for now I'm pretty sure this will hold.
Have you felt the middle seal? How's that getting on?
Yeah, it's nice and dry. Sorted.
Lots of air bubbles in that case, yeah.
Yeah, got a few air bubbles in it, guys, but I don't think that's going to be the end of the world. It's just going to be one of them. Can't get them out. So I'm just making sure I get all the edges proper rolled out and stuck. And I was really surprised that this does stick to the wood with the primer very well. So lots of pressure. Get that in there.
This needs how much long?
Okay. I'm going to speed over some bits. Right guys, so that's it done apart from the top flashing, but I'm going to go around do all these first and then I'll do the flashings later. Right guys, so that's how I'm finishing off the flashing. I've got a 9-inch band there, and all I've done is come in far enough to cover this join here, and the same by there, join there, and I've just taken it down probably about 10mm from the bottom and just covered the entire lot. At least then I know that corner is nice and watertight, and I'm going to carry on the same for all the corners, and I'm going to also use this on the outlets for the water, which I've run out of contact adhesive, so I've got to pick some up tomorrow and finish it. But yeah, slow going, just making sure it's right, and hopefully when the skylights come we can trim all this back nicely. Skylights will drop straight on and we'll be laughing. Okay guys, so I picked up a load more of adhesive and I've got some rubber gloves for this stuff just to make life easier. I've just folded up this upstand now, or folded over the upstand. I'm going to contact adhesive all this down here, get it stuck on, and then I'm going to work on this corner and get this corner detail sorted, work on this outlet, and see if I can do the other two outlets tonight. Okay guys, I had a nightmare trying to do this pig's ear in the corner. I managed to get it, but I realised I had way too much excess materials. I'm trying to just keep this over until I get the blockwork up and we get the capping on. So I will put a patch over here tonight just to cover it. I've just used the primer now on the rubber and on the back of this sleeve. I put plenty on. I've pushed it in nice and tight. I've penny rolled it all. So that's that solidly in. Now all I need to do is use the 9-inch flashing I've got to overlay all the way around and up the side, just to make sure it's all properly watertight, and then once again just cut a little hole in for the outlet, and that's what it looks like. I'm quite chuffed with this. Obviously not the prettiest, not a roofer, but we're getting the job done slowly, and I'm glad I bought those disposable gloves. Easy to get off, easy to change. So yeah, got a little GoPro on the go. Hello. And we'll carry on doing these. Right guys, so it's another night after work. I've done the two outlets over there. I'm just going to try and do this final one, do the pig's ear, get an outlet finished, and then once I've done that I can just focus on putting the 9-inch flashing around these corners. Once I've done all that, the roof is ready for the skylights, and I can build up the blockwork, and then I just need to look and find some capping for the tops of these walls, and then we're ready to go. Right guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to work this upstand in, get it all contact adhesive on the upstand there and on the rubber. I've already done it right in that corner, just finished that corner, so I work my way along, get it all the way through to that corner. I've marked out my 45 degrees, which I'll put all contact adhesive up to that line for now, and across here I'll get it all up, and then I'll work this pig's ear corner, and then I can get all this upstand attached here. It is attached over in that corner there, but once that's all on, then we can put the outlet in. Right guys, so we got that upstand on all the way. Now we're going to work on that pig's ear in the corner and try and rush to get this outlet in, because as you can see, starting to get dark, sun has set and we're losing light quite quickly. Oh god. Right guys, as you can see, it's gone pitch black again. Just finished this final outlet, so I'm just giving it a good rub, then I'll cut the rest of this outlet out, the hole for the outlet, and it will be completed.